So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Again, it's Vidal. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Benson. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Miami. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey, 70 yards, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Tua going to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On the give, it's Vidal. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 7.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
they're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Tua sets up to pass it.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a 1st down.
To the 36-yard line, stop there. The Dolphins at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Achane here, they stay on the ground.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd and 1 now from the 21.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they can get on top of you in a heartbeat.
They'll run for it with Achane.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. After one, 17-7 is our score. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Sanders is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Open man right side is Rice. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's Cunningham. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Herbert. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 70 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm. They're locked in.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. A run. Here's Vidal. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there? Almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, It's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a one-touchdown game. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Now a 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hey!
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
32-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, two. It's safe. Go ahead.
Again, it's Achane, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
44. Ready.
On play action, here's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Chargers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal was to score just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 15.
Hand off to Achane to begin the drive.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Here's Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
On the ground, it's Vidal.
Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Get right here.
The drive starts with a run from Achane.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Turbo 1, high. Turbo 1, high. 21G, 21G. Out.
Now Tua. And this one's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins are back within a score.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
That one complete to McConkey.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Vidal. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Herbert. Touchdown! Lad McConkey, 27 yards. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
A 50-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and that lead is back down to 9 now. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Herbert now. Open man right side. That's McConkey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this one finds McConkey. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Ready. Shot.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Tua. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. 4th down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
They'll run on first down with Wright. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And they'll go right back to Wright. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll keep it on the ground. Vidal. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. Up the middle they go. Vidal. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 34. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Quick slant here to Smith. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Herbert. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jonnu Smith, 52 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And this is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. David Njoku, 38 yards. And the Chargers are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because...
And now here's another interception. Derwin James with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. Now it's Herbert. That is incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Tua sets up to pass it. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
44. Ready.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And my goodness, another interception. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chargers 70, Dolphins 39.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Washington now brings this out.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
Tua going to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 24. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A big gain that time for the Chargers. 40 yards.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for L.A.,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.